God has prepared you for this time, and this is your time to step forward. This is your time to make a decision. This is the time for you to do what God has anointed and appointed you to do. And if you don't do it, God's going to pick somebody else to do it. So don't think you so special because God has prospered you. Don't think you so special because God has given you gifts that he hasn't given other people. Because God gives those gifts through the essence of the Holy Spirit according to his own will. So there's nothing special about you because you have intuitive skills. There's nothing special about you because you have mathematical skills. There's nothing special about you that God has given you a gift of gab that you can talk to people and make them comfortable. God has given those gifts according to his will for his purpose at a specific time. We're only instruments that he's using. And Esther had to come to the realization that she had been prepared through her lifetime for this specific moment to do a specific thing, and God was going to open the door, and regardless if she moved forward or not, God's will was going to happen, and God, not Esther, remember this, God, not Esther, made the king hand out his scepter. So all that Esther was worried about, God allowed the king to hand out his scepter at that time. Because if you went up there bothering that king and he didn't hang out that scepter, you were dead. So God allows the king to hand out his scepter to allow Esther to come forward and deal with the issue that she had to deal with. She made the right decision at the right time. But you know something? If you go a little bit farther back, when Esther was debating over that decision, she didn't do what you and I do. Go talk to your best friend. Go talk to, listen to Oprah. Go backwards and forward with 9 people on what you're going to do. Esther says to Mordecai, okay, time out. You're putting this pressure on me. You want me to do this. I'm the queen. I'm scared. I'm uncomfortable. But I tell you what, Uncle, I trust your judgment. But more important than trusting your judgment, I trust God. We want to thank you for being with us today. If this message has been a blessing to you and your family, we encourage you to make a donation to keep this broadcast on air. You can make your donations by going to Bethesda ApostolicHouseOfPrayer.com on our secure website, or Givelify app, where you can make your donation to keep this broadcast on the air. Please remember, your tithes go to your local church, but your offerings can go to where you're being fed. And as we continue on our journey, remember this. 2 Corinthians 5:7 tells us that we walk by faith, not by sight.